It's a feel-good focus. This ain't a cracked out.
Hey,
focus.
Garage Gym Homie.
With some dancing.
Focus.
Let's get cracked out.
Hey,
focus.
Grandpa Gym Homie.
With some dancing.
Focus.
Let's get into
Is
it.
it worth it?
Focus. Set after set. Focus, man.
Oh, I was excited.
Set after set.
Is it worth it?
Focus. Set after set. Focus, man.
I was excited.
Set after set.
Is it worth it? Worth it.
What up, what up? It's Garage Gym Homie. And today is a beautiful day to review Atlas Labs PHENTA 1.3, which is also, I believe, it's SoCal Sups brand. Pharmaceutical grade fat burner 1.3, homies. Is it worth it? Before we get into this here, please click the subscribe button. I got content coming out all the time for you now. All the dang time for you now. See, I'm on one. So click subscribe and let's get into this, homies. Homies. Today's a beautiful, blessed day, man, to thank God, to live from your heart, stay out of your head. It's noisy up here, man. Let's get down to business, man. Let's get down to business. God is so amazing. If you're a struggling addict or alcoholic, man, I would be honored if you hit me up. I could take you through the 12 steps or do anything I can to be helpful. You might not know if you're a real addict or alcoholic, and I could point you in the right direction on how to decide for yourself, because no one could tell you that, man. You got to decide right for yourself in the deepest place in my heart. See, there's a step, even before the first step. It says, we had to concede to our innermost selves that we were alcoholics. This is the first step in recovery. So before I even get to the 12 steps, I have to look down in the deepest place in my heart and decide, is that me? Am I the real deal? Because I'll tell you why. Not everyone in AA or NA or whatever it is a real addict or alcoholic. See, there's people there who might just be heavy drinkers. They might be able to just go to meetings every day and stop. But me, I need a spiritual, I need God. I need something more than that, because I have a real disease, man. You know, well, I don't know the reason everyone's there. Some people might have gotten a DUI. They were sent by the courts. That doesn't make you a real addict or alcoholic. Let's get down to business. You got to look deep down within here. This is where God is. All right, man. So I've reviewed the Wildfire by SoCal Sups. That thing is freaking nuts. I mean, for me, it was an all-day, like 12-hour experience, homie. Then I reviewed their Mamba, Cali Mamba, excuse me, which was had that same illicit ingredient, toned down a little, and that also was a solid experience. Much less negative side effects, but also much less intense. But it still had that whatever the heck it is in there. Then here's the PHENTA 1.3. So I've reviewed a product called PHENTA 1.5 or something. It was like a knockoff. It claimed DMHA. It was by Myomedica. Same exact looking bottle, same exact looking label, but it did not have that illicitness to it. There was something in it. You could tell, like, man, there's something in it, maybe a raya or something, but not to that level of the real deal. It claimed 2 amino. So let's talk about this, man. Listen to this. 4 ingredients. 4 ingredients, man. This looks like some straight up Fauci stuff right here. All right. They're red pills. And here are the facts, man. Supplement facts. Real simple, man. Servings per container, 45. Not 30, homie. 45. And they're selling, listen to this, man. They're saying, take 1 capsule to assess tolerance. Do not exceed 3 capsules per day. I'm going to tell you right now, if you take more than 1 capsule of this per day, you're a maniac. You're out of your mind. You're abusing stimulants in my book, homie. I'm going to tell you that. All right, man, so they're giving you, listen to this, caffeine anhydrous, 350 milligrams. So that's like a high stim amount, man, because to me a daily is like 200 to 300. So then they're claiming 1,3-dimethylamine, which is DMAA. DMAA. That's like, I mean, DMAA is basically like non-existent anymore. So if this has something in it, man, I'm gonna give it to you straight, man. But their Cali Mamba claimed DMAA, and so did their Wildfire, and there is definitely something different in there, man. Something very illicit and something very uncommon feeling. So 80 milligrams of DMAA, which is really, from what I know about DMAA in the past, it was kind of before my time, all that Jack 3D and all that. That's really like a dose of DMAA. Like a lot of people, 150, 100, you know, that's not real DMAA. I think was dosed at like 80 milligrams and stuff. Like people were flying on like 60 to 80 of the real stuff. Synephrine hydrochloride, 100 milligrams, and hordenine, 45. 4 simple stimulants, man. Caffeine, DMAA, synephrine, and hordenine. I like that label, man. You can't go wrong. So look, man, I took the pill. I came down to the dance floor. It's time for some serious cardio. I am glad I waited to review this one, man. I mean, I am glad I waited to review this because I thought this thing was bunk, homie. So I'm on the steer mill. I'm on the steer mill within 3 minutes, 4 minutes of popping the hitter. I go over there and start the cardio. So 20 minutes in, man, on the steer mill, which is probably 23 minutes after I ingested it. Real surgical with this for you, man. I start getting in my head thinking, man, I don't feel much. I felt like some caffeine, and like 15 minutes after ingesting it, I definitely felt like I was sweating more than I normally would. There definitely was like a thermogenic factor with it. There was no, so I'm on the freaking cardio, man, and 20 minutes in, I feel more awake, more alert, but then again, man, I'm doing cardio. My blood's flowing. I've drank a big bottle of water. I've woken up. So cardio should make you feel more awake and alert. Just that. I mean, you're moving. So 20 minutes in, my heart rate's up more than normal. It got up to like 149, which, you know, usually it's in the 130s to 140, 143 maybe on the speed I was going. Slow, steady state cardio, man. It was up to 140. So there's definitely something in here that elevated my heart rate and made me sweat. Nothing illicit, nothing like that, man. So I'm like, all right, I'm getting off the cardio, and I'm gonna go to the sauna, man. I had the sauna heated up. I was like, I got up early before work. I'm gonna do some cardio and some sauna to start my day off right, man. That was after I prayed to God. I'm in the sauna. Bro, this took every bit. This one punk pill took every bit of 50 minutes to hit. Every bit of 50 minutes. 50 minutes minimum. And then I started feeling like body tingles down my whole body. And it hit me all at once thinking, man, this has that illicit ingredient in here. The same feeling as Wildfire, the same feeling as SoCal Mamba. It's got that something that makes you mentally floating, like on one, not super mood elevation, nothing like that, but like a focus, high, curbing the appetite, not crushing it, but definitely curbing the appetite, and you're on one for the day, man. I mean, you're on one. There's something in here different. It's not like DMAA that I felt. I've only taken DMAA from Dark Labs, High Tech, and that's who made it. Project Catalyst. That was the one, man. I forgot what the company is. Project Catalyst had freaking legit stuff in it. This did not feel like any of them. This felt like as if the manufacturer's got his own ingredient that's different, that's super illicit feeling, where you're just freaking on one, man. So it feels like a real fair. Does it have hordenine and synephrine? It very well might, man. I mean, it's not anything that gets your heart rate crazy or anything like that. It's a smooth energy, man, like 20 minutes in where you just feel like some caffeine, some sweating, not GBB. Like as soon as you're done with cardio, you're gonna stop sweating. And then 50 minutes in, you get this illicit, floating, head energy, man, where it's just got that same as Wildfire, a little more toned down, and you're freaking like, it just works, man. Whatever's in here is real. So 4 simple ingredients. As I said, it's not like super euphoric. There's maybe a little bit of euphoria. And it takes a long time to come together. But when it does, man, 50 minutes in, you're like, man, I feel this good now. Like that is body tingles and pee-pee tingles. And I mean, on the pee-pee tingle scale, like a 5 or 6, you know, it's just enough to really not question how apparent it is, but it's there, man. So if you want a simple fat burner, I mean, I wouldn't use this boy more than twice a week just because it's got some mentally strong thing in it. But that's what I got, man. Garage Gym Homies. Always, I'll link below. Sup Kings has it, discount code GGH15. Give it some time to kick in, man, because once it does, you're like, all right, man, I'm on one right now. That's what I got. God bless all of you, man. Together, let's get this dang muscle. I'm out.